What is going on, everybody? Sofa here, bringing you guys a team deathmatch on Nuketown. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, "Oh, Sofa man, all I see is Nuketown, and these guys getting chopper gunners going like 50 and 4. Well, I'm not gonna get a chopper gunner, and the main reason behind that is because I'm sniping and I'm playing pure team deathmatch. So there's no possible way of getting a chopper gunner. Thank you. So yeah, I'm playing a pure team deathmatch here with the L96, and I gotta say this game was pretty good. It was fast paced for the most part, and I get the best KD out of my team, and I get most kills, I believe, and I do pretty well. So I got this game and I thought, give some knowledge on some sniping and Black Ops. So I figured maybe round up a few tips that I use that help me out, and maybe I could turn you guys into Grizzy Grizz prodigies, or prodigies, like I should say. So yes, first tip I would say to get good sniping. I'd play pure team deathmatch and snipe. That's just me, because me personally, I like the regular scope on the L96 better than the variable zoom. I just don't know what it is. I do better with the regular scope than with the variable zoom. When you don't zoom in the scope at all on the variable zoom, it is easier to quick scope with, but that's disgusting. When you don't zoom in at all, it is easier to quick scope, but then again, it's like you're not really even zooming in at all. So I don't really like using it that much, so I would stick with pure team deathmatch because you don't have any attachments. But when you're sniping, for me at least, it doesn't really matter, and it also equals out the plan. This is funny. I'm like, oh, reload my gun, now you're dead. For me, since I don't really use any type of scope on a sniper rifle, it's levels out the playing field a whole lot for me, because no one else has attachments either. Let's see, what else could I good setup. All right, unless say you like playing regular team deathmatch with attachments, what I tend to use is Ghost. And I know what everybody's gonna say, like, oh yeah, you would use Ghost. Well, here, let me explain myself. I got some explaining to do. Wow, that was dumb. Oh god, brain fart. When you're using a sniper rifle, you're gimped and you're at a huge disadvantage. Well, not a huge, but you're at a disadvantage. And using Ghost is a huge advantage, and it's slightly abused in team deathmatch, but it is. You need it in that, because people get spy planes all the time, because with hardline and a spy plane, it only takes 2 kills, and they're not that hard to get. So Ghost is a necessity if you're going to be sniping. And don't feel bad about using it. I mean, it's not like I don't know. It's not like it's not like, apparently. I don't know what I'm saying. General tips just for sniping and maybe improving your game, I guess. Whenever you kill somebody, like right here is a good example, always be ready for that second person just to run by, because in this game, since it takes a lot longer to pull up your scope and you have to kind of wait a second to actually shoot, or your bullet will go to Timbuktu, you always have to be ready for that next person. Think about where this one person could be after you kill this guy, or just always have that mindset of, alright, got that guy, where's the next one? Always watch your back. And plus that leads to maybe quad feeds and stuff like that, in case you're into that kind of stuff. And using your backup is I hate messages sometimes for, oh yeah, you would pull out your pistol. Oh, would you rather me knife you and make you rage quit? I mean, some people are, I don't know, but don't feel bad for using your backup. If this one guy is doing 360 no scopes and he's missing every time, you pull out your backup and you kill him. Don't feel bad for doing that, because I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 times you should use your backup or knife if you're in range. And that 2 out of 10 times I would maybe go for a no scope. And I'm not saying like a no scope across the map and get a triple headshot. No, just if someone's kind of medium to close range, I would try to maybe a no scope, and that's two. And remember, this is 2 out of 10 times, because no scopes are not the most reliable thing to depend on, so a lot of people get into the argument of whether it's skill or luck, and I I don't really know. It just works most of the time for me when I'm around that range, so it's a useful tactic to use, I guess, but I wouldn't rely on it all the time, because you will go 3 and 20 and you will probably get made fun of by the other people's grandmas, and that would not be good. So yeah, no scoping isn't really the most reliable. Drag scoping, on the other hand, is how I really adapted to the sniping in this game. Here I go for a fancy last kill. Drag scoping, if you don't know what it is you pop up your scope and you go and drag your scope and you kill them. And I know it's kind of, I don't know, not the best way of describing it, but whatever. I went 22 and 9 this game, pretty good KD, a bunch of kills. Have any questions about sniping, leave it in the comments and I will more than likely answer you, unless it's a dumb question, and there are no dumb questions except the one you're about to ask. This is Sofa. I'm out. Peace. And hearts. And McRibs.